So I'm starting off on my, I don't know if this is my 5th hike, North Country Trail, and it's not a particularly wildernessy area, as you can just see by that vehicle that just went by. But this is a little cut. I don't know what's going on over in that direction. There's a section of the North Country Trail that is closed or something, I don't know, or maybe I just missed it. And so I'm walking on the road to get to the beginning part right off of M89, which is really close to Kellogg Forest. The reason that I'm doing this hike, I just got back from several banks, one of which was competent, thank you Fifth Third, but had to deal with some money issues. And then I went to the cemetery to make sure that they had placed my dad's tombstone properly, and they did, and it looked amazing. And so I decided I was going to go for a hike. There's another reason that this hike is special to me, and it's going to go through an area where I'll be able to see the home that I grew up in, as well as the first area when I was 12 years old, where I saw something that was really creepy in the woods that, if I was a believer, I would think was a Bigfoot. But I don't know what it was, but I'm going back and go see what it looks like. But walking on the road right now isn't as cool as being in the woods. So I'll turn this off. All right, here's the beginning of the trail. I wasn't stupid. There was a temporary trail type of an area. Come on now. You know I want to touch that. Jeez. Seems particularly safe. So it's Friday the 13th. And the reason that Friday the 13th gets its name is because of the what happened to the Knights Templar in France. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to scroll some history down, and that's why you'll watch this. But it's also the first day of our school being out because of the novel COVID-19 virus. And so I am social distancing myself by being in the woods. And I suggest this for everyone. It's beautiful. It really is. So be safe, be healthy, and above all else, think about other people now. I know I'm out alone, but think about how we can help our neighbors. Think about how we can help keep everyone else healthy. Thanks. I haven't been back in this area for 30 years. And it's actually wonderful. Even before that, right around, oh my goodness, it would have been 82. I was walking in this area, and let me show you. Can't really show you, but this area through here, and I was a kid, I was like 12, and it was in the summer, and it wasn't in an area like this, because this, as you can see, is pines and pretty open. I was in one of the areas that had a lot more regular trees, if you could say, and a lot more dense underbrush. But the curves were kind of like these. And so you would travel down and then make a sharp curve. And at one point, I made a sharp curve, and then in the middle of the trail, there was a big brown object. And initially, I thought it was the side of a deer because of the size of it. It was big. It was thicker than a person. And I stopped, and then I started thinking, well, maybe that's a cow, because it was a rusty brown color. But to me, it didn't seem particularly shaggy. But I couldn't see arms, legs, anything. It was just this big rusty brown blob. And I stood there for a little bit, and then it stood up. And that's when I ran. I never saw a head, I never saw an arm or a leg. All I saw was, there's something like this, and it just kind of went, wow, kind of like this. Kind of went like that. I don't know if that even tells you anything. It was huge. And, I mean, to this day it had, I mean, a cow. If I was anywhere else, like if I was way far up north, I would say that it was could have been an elk, could have been a moose, because it was way too big to be a deer, and it was way too big to be a person. Horse, maybe, but the way that it was just creepy. And I'm not afraid to tell you that I ran. I mean, I was 12. I would probably run to this day if I saw something like that. Not as efficiently, and probably with more long-term hamstring impact. But it was scary. But it's really, what the heck is this? Apparently we're in Vans Valley. But needless to say, it was really creepy. No clue what it was. Had to have been like a horse or something. I don't know. Something weird. I mean, look. There's obviously horses around here. So that reasonably has to be what it was. But it didn't seem like it at the time. So, who knows? Maybe we'll see today. We'll go this way. At least I think we're going this way. I seriously just went off the trail because I was talking. But I found it. Soon this is going to take me into an area called Goblin Gulch. And it's always been called Goblin Gulch. And there used to be a sign stating that, which makes me wonder if there's anything creepy out here at one time, or if Goblin Gulch just sounded cool. But that's where we're heading right now, so hopefully it'll be exciting. Goblin-y.